weather with you. All right, it's after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. It is March 1st, 2016, a month I can pronounce. Thank you very much. 42 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a bite to eat or a cup of coffee or a sandwich or whatever. I guess there's nothing right now except for coffee. I guess Starbucks is open this morning. Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Good. Got a good day today. 82 degrees, the expected high temperature.
Uh-huh.
Abundant sunshine. Lows tonight in the mid-50s. That's not bad.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That is like perfect parameters for the weather, huh?
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
absolutely.
It's pretty much the same thing. A little bit of cool temperatures moving in tomorrow night, but it's not going to last. Thursday, back to around to where it is today. Friday, first Friday Art Walk, Robin. Looks like It's going to be a nice and cool evening. 79 or 80 degrees, the expected high. No mention of rain on Friday's forecast, nor on Saturday for the Strawberry Festival and the Special Olympics. Looks like Saturday's going to be a good day for the events here in Ocala.
I think so. I think that's so exciting. We want great weather.
And we are going to be busy that day.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be taking video and meeting people, and boy, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So, so there you go. There's the weather. Today is Super Tuesday, by the way.
Yes.
It's March 1st, and it's Super Tuesday, Robin.
Echo.
What is this?
I don't know. That was on the desk, my desk, so I thought I'd bring it in because it's addressed.
Fan mail from a flounder? Let's hope it looks like a nice card.
I don't
know. Larry and Robin Morning Show. Thank you. Many thanks. Warmest thanks. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Well, that is so nice. Somebody's saying us the thank you card. Not everyone can do what you do to Larry and Robin, but anyone can see that what you do makes a wonderful difference. What a nice thing.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Thank you for having me on your show. Who's this from, Rob? James Hope?
Oh,
Hayne.
Hoyne.
Oh, that was the
young man
father and
yesterday.
son.
Yeah.
Oh, weren't they the nicest people?
Yes, they are so fabulous. I posted it.
You just knew that they loved each other.
Oh, like they're best friends.
That was so nice.
Wonderful. Boy, that thank you card gave us chills.
Oh, that is nice. I just can't
nice.
read your handwriting, whoever wrote that.
Well, he writes like me. No, he writes neater than me.
Does he?
No, a lot neater than me.
Anyway,
yes.
that they were sweet. Okay.
Thank you so. Oh, it's like sparkly on the front too. I love sparklies with the rainbows and the sun.
Opening up our mail on the air.
I love that. That is so great.
It was hand delivered. I can see. No stamp necessary.
So sparkly.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sparkly.
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah, hand delivery is the best.
All right. So today is Super Tuesday. That's pretty much the news.
Super Tuesday. That takes precedence over everything.
It does. It's a big deal.
Sure it is.
If you voted early for Jeb Bush, it's too bad. You're not going to be able to vote for him.
No. Nope.
That was in the news this morning. So we'll do that. There are other things in the news, but we'll do news and commentary at 7:35. At 8:35, it's news without commentary. That's the way we do that. We shorten the news, so we put in more stories at 8:35. Gosh, we have hit, 32, I think, one time?
Yes,
32
we did.
is very rare. Typically, it's between 25 and 30 stories, but 25, 28, something around there. But if you listen at 8:35 and you want to catch up on the news and you want to break away from that news junkie habit of yours, but still catch up on the news, that's your best bet right there, that 8:35 slot. Because you're going to hear a bunch of news, local, national, international, and serious, as well as sometimes not necessarily so serious. But they are news items, and they are things people will be talking about. They say around the water cooler, although it's never been in my life where I would go to the water cooler and everybody's just hanging around, drinking water, talking. That never happens.
I know.
Where do you typically hang around where people will talk about things in the news?
There's always somebody's desk. There's always some person.
A desk,
who they gravitate toward, and then they kind of hang out and chat, and then they move to another desk, and it's not like a water cooler type of thing. Maybe it was years ago because that's where people had to break, but now it's
go to the water cooler.
Kind of free.
Let's go hang around the water cooler.
I love hanging around desks. I think it's just.
And besides, most people these days use bottled water.
Yes. Yeah, but you still have to have a place to meet, even if you're drinking bottled water. So, it's somebody's desk or somebody's or the common area where people are.
Well, anyway, so the news
Makes
that we
it
talk
nice,
about at 8:35 are the things that you would talk about.
Yeah.
That's where we look at it. Master gardener Carol Ann Baldwin will be in the studio this morning. She texted me last night and asked me something about you and I doing a little personalized garden. And I thought, well, I wonder if they'd allow us to do it in the back here.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Who's going to take care of it?
Oh, I thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
I thought it'd be fun.
Okay,
But it sounds like she's got something that anybody can make a garden with.
Okay. Well, there is that
We could grow our own lettuce. We could have our own salads right here in the radio station.
Mm-hmm. That'd be so great.
Who do we have to ask here at the mall?
Yeah.
Can we have a little garden?
Well, it's in the back in the corner behind the generator, so nobody really goes back there. So why don't we just do it back there, and then we'll.
And you're thinking our fellow who?
Fran.
Who's Fran?
She's the lady from corporate from the mall that always sends us those emails, and then I tell her we always promote her stuff, and then she's so happy we promote it.
All right, so we're going to ask permission to have a little garden in the back.
Okay.
And grow veggies.
Okay.
And have our own little salad bar.
Yeah, because there's that plot back there.
A plot?
It is. There's a plot of dirt back there, and that's a cool idea.
All right. So
okay, I like that. So let's see what
Caroline will be here.
We'll
We'll ask her about it. Caroline will be here at 9 o'clock.
We'll have to videotape it from start
Well, that's
to finish.
the idea, to share it with people.
Yeah.
Just share the news of it.
Backyard gardening.
Matt Gibbs will be here at 10:05. He is my mechanic. He's also the man who sold me the car I currently drive, which now has a new sticker on it. I made it under the wire yesterday at the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Yep. In Jasmine Plaza.
February is my birthday. It's the hardest month to pronounce, February.
Yep.
I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. February. March is it's so much easier to say March. March. So nice to have March. Let's just say March.
But if anybody goes for tags or taxes or anything, the Jasmine Plaza is the place to go because they seem to be quicker than the main
Well,
one
in all credit to Mr. George Albright, when he took over, he really did speed up the process, even at the busy one over on McPherson.
Yeah, he did. It's very streamlined.
Really did.
And you don't wait
it's just
long.
That
it's really nice.
I didn't want to go there yesterday simply because we were on this side of town, and it wasn't the wait there. It was the drive there that I didn't want to do. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go through all that.
So anyway, Matt will be here talking about cars. Damage control at 10:35. If you've had damage to your home or you're trying to remodel and you're doing it yourself and you want a little tip, how do you call up Joe Reichelt? He'll tell you, use this putty.
Yep.
Use this knife. Use this screwdriver. Use this size nail. Use this glue for the carpet.
Right.
Don't do this.
And he's also got a job now with the Chamber and Economic Partnership. So brand new job for Joe, and congratulations to Joe Reichel.
Do you know what I remember? I actually delivered furniture when I was a kid. A job. It was a great job. It was a great employer. It was Kunz Company here in Ocala.
They're still here.
And they're still here. It was a wonderful family to work for. Anyway, but I remember once in a while they would have a little mark on a piece of furniture, and they had a way to mask it. I can't remember if they used shoe polish or I can't remember what they used, but they used something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so damage control. Joe Reichel will be here to answer those questions. Paul Leinwand is coming on 11:05. Paul is a thought leader.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm a thought leader. I lead thoughts.
You are. Good morning, gentlemen.
Strategy That Works is the title of his book, How Winning Companies Close the Strategy to Execution Gap. Okay. Lucy Amundsen is coming on at 11:20. She's a reluctant farmer.
Yes, she is.
Just like you. I can see it in your face. You didn't want to do this thing.
I know, but now I'm excited about it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
She's a contributor to Reader's Digest. She has written for the Minneapolis Star Tribune, and she's written a book called Locally Laid.
I love the title.
How we built a plucky industry-changing egg farm from scratch. It's all about raising chickens.
That's right.
Fun with Joe today. I have a new direction.
Nude?
New direction.
You do?
A new direction.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Fun with Joe.
You got to be careful how you say those.
It's all
words
about
together.
northwest, south, and east. Joe always makes fun of me when I try to tell you go west, young lady, and all that stuff.
Yes.
So everything today is all about north, east, south, or west. A new direction.
Okay.
Got to be careful how you say that one.
I know.
A new direction.
That's right.
And then I got a letter from a lady, Robin.
Yes.
It said, "Dear Mr. Radio Man, please tell the blood man
Yes.
that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And so, as a Canadian, I want the blood man to love Canada. So I have 26 Canadian foods I want him to try that are specifically Canadian that you cannot get here in the USA." We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carmen Roberts. It's the biggest one-day prize of convention delegates going, and it's here. Super Tuesday. Hillary Clinton's looking to increase her lead.
There could not be a bigger difference between what I believe we need to do to move our country forward and what the Republicans are promising to do.
And Donald Trump's lashing out at his establishment rivals.
These guys, all they do is talk. It's all talk, no action. They debate, they talk, nothing gets done. They then go to get campaign contributions. Yep, I promise I'll do this. Will you give me a contribution? That's what they do.
And tough guy actor George Kennedy dies, best known for his Oscar-winning role in Cool Hand Luke. He also gained fame from the film Airport.
You might fly these things, but I take them apart and put them back together again. If you had any guts, we'd be on the runway by now.
Kennedy was 91. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Wildfires burn millions of acres each year. And each year, wildland firefighters like Fire Chief James Hall battle to contain them. But they can't do it alone.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. It can ignite and destroy your home, your community, or more. That single ember can be just as dangerous as the wildfire itself. But you can do something firefighters can't. You can act now to prepare your home and your community for wildfire. You can reduce the risk. Do your part. Go to fireadapted.org.
Get fire adapted. Learn what you can do now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
Now is the perfect time to plant those spring veggies, and the place to get them is Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. You name the veggie and Bob's got them at the same low price, just $2.99 for the jumbo 4-pack. Say you want herbs? Take your pick, just $1.99. By the way, Bob Wines proudly presents natural and organic Dr. Earth growing products for all your veggies and herbs. Hanging baskets? Check out gorgeous begonias, priced at just $6.99. Tree sale too. Pick your tree any size, already priced well below the money, but now it's buy one, get one for half price. No trip to Bob Wines is complete unless you visit their genuine old-timey greenhouse with everything you can imagine about green and growing indoor foliage. Come see us this week at Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, daily till 4, closed Sunday, Southeast 38th Street, just minutes from wherever you live in mid-Florida.
The Appleton Museum of Art presents the 2016 Artful Dining Fundraising Series. Reserve your seat now for All About Tea on Saturday, March 5th from noon till 2 p.m. at the Appleton. Sip a variety of hot and cold teas, all from Chelsea Coffee Company in Ocala. Featured artwork includes jewelry by Juan Carlos Cahu and pottery by Frank DeGangi. Tickets are $35 for Appleton members and $45 for non-members. For reservations, call 352-291-4455, extension 1834, or visit appletonmuseum.org.
Your weekends are getting a little retooled.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. We are Force. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
We are Force.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA. All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning into The Source this Tuesday morning. I hope you're doing well. You got a good day ahead of you. My goodness, the weather looks beautiful today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all of those days. Highs in the low to mid 80s. Can't beat that. Lows each night in the mid 50s, with the exception of tomorrow night in the mid 40s. But other than that, it looks really like a nice week. This Saturday, the Strawberry Festival, don't miss it. You will love this. It's free. There's free parking. Of course, if you're going to buy food, you have to pay. But there are so many things that are there that are free. And it is a fundraiser for the Habitat for Humanity. I'm sure you know that. If you don't know where it is, it's at the McPherson Government Complex. Mm-hmm. You won't be able to miss it once you head over that way. There'll be signs and people directing traffic. It was really popular last year and the year before.
Yeah.
And you can order the strawberries today on their website, which is
habitatocala.org.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And also this coming Saturday is the Special Olympics. If you can show your support for those young people who are out on the field this Saturday, Maria Roman is the lady who spearheads this, and she's good friends with Miami Dolphins superstar Don Nottingham, also a part of Special Olympics.
He's amazing.
And the two of them and plus other people, I believe, on their staff. And I know there's other people, but I always forget everybody's names.
Yeah, there's Coach Brian, and he takes care of everybody on the Special Olympics. He's the go-to guy for setting up the games and making sure they have participants. And it's absolutely phenomenal.
So anyway, if you can get out to Forest High School and just show your support, it's
8 o'clock.
Here's what it amounts to. And if you want to volunteer, that's even better. But if you just show your support, that's what we'll be there. We'll be doing a little video and watching the kids and just cheering, clapping. It's just a fun way to show support. There's nice bleachers there. They usually have hot dogs or something for sale.
Yeah.
Breakfast sandwiches. I don't know what they have. But bring a cup of coffee, sit in the bleachers, show your support, and it's just wonderful for these kids.
And they have the torch run around the track. It's really, really
amazing. It's going to be a busy Saturday.
Huge, yeah.
All right, today is National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Oh.
Dadgum, that's good. You ever eat something that you said, Dadgum, that's good?
I haven't, but
this is the day to do it
now. Dadgum, that's good.
Dadgum is much more than just a Southern expression.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. John McElmore wrote a cookbook. John's signature dishes and cooking style leaves lasting impressions wherever he goes, especially in the South, where people love to say, Dadgum, that's good.
Wow.
Which is what Galen is going to say when he tries these Canadian foods from this lady, Louise.
Dear Radio Man, that was pretty funny.
That's what it says, dear Mr. Radio Man.
I know. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know what GWN stood for. I had to look it up. It means Great White North.
Oh, okay. Okay,
she
excellent.
says, Canadian foods that will change his mind about those of us in the GWN, Great White North.
Oh, okay. Nice. At least she didn't call you a DJ.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so today is Dadgum That's Good Day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see. Celebrate National Dadgum That's Good Day.
Nice.
By getting together with your friends and family to fellowship and enjoy some dadgum good food. Well, that sounds easy.
Yeah.
No, that sounds easy. Okay. Dadgum, it's good day.
It does.
All right. It's also National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Dadgum, that's good too.
Yes.
It's also National Fruit Compote Day.
Okay.
Or is it compote? Is it compote or compote?
I am not sure. I just know it doesn't sound good.
Each year on March 1st, National Fruit Compote Day is observed across the United States. Did you know this?
No, I had no clue.
The word compote is French for mixture.
Mixture.
I must be saying it wrong.
Oh, so it's mixed fruit then.
Compote is a dessert that originated in 17th century France. It is made up of whole or pieces of fruit in sugar syrup.
Oh, there you go. You go to Publix, you get the can that says mixed fruit, we're all set.
Oh, that's all you need to do?
Yeah, that's it.
The whole fruits are cooked in water, which sugar and spices have been added to. The seasonings, which may be added to the syrup, are vanilla, lemon peel, orange peel, cinnamon sticks, cinnamon powder. Anyway, it's food.
Oh, it sounds yummy. I'm so hungry.
Today is also National Horse Protection Day.
Oh.
Protect your horses. We live in horse country. I guess you all knew that one. And it's also National Pig Day. Just enjoy your pigs.
That's right.
Enjoy your pigs.
That's right. Go
So many
to one Disney,
days.
you can
Today's
buy
so
one.
many days.
Yeah, so many days. There's a lot of days.
Today is Super Tuesday. We wanted to talk about this a little bit. It's the most consequential day so far in the 2016 race for the presidency. 12 states will hold contests in all between the two parties. No state is more crucial than Texas. For both sides, it has by far the most delegates up for grabs. Republican Donald Trump was leading in nearly every Super Tuesday state poll, according to polling averages. A clean sweep would give Trump a nearly insurmountable lead. But don't count out Ted Cruz, who was leading in his home state of Texas. Marco Rubio figures to do well in Minnesota and will look to amass delegates in several other states as well. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton was leading polling averages in every Super Tuesday state except for Bernie Sanders' home state of Vermont.
I wonder about those figures because Bernie Sanders, you know, he's up there and everything. And, you know, things can be skewed. So I choose Bernie.
That should be the title of your book.
Things can be skewed.
Things can be skewed.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. I'll do more on the Super Tuesday stuff in just a bit, but let me get some of the other stories in. You might have heard that George Kennedy died.
Yes, that was such a shock. I mean, now it's like the beginning of the year and all the famous guys the icons are
People
dying.
die all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah, but they're all clumping.
You think?
It seems like they clump at the end of the year and at the beginning of the year.
You think? This
Yeah,
is already the third month. Let's see. George Kennedy, who won a supporting actor Oscar for his role alongside Paul Newman in the movie Cool Hand Luke, was also a fixture of the 1970s disaster movies, including the Airport franchise and Earthquake.
I loved him in Airport. His character was so cool. He was smoking that cigar, and it was so
I
great.
know. I remember that, too.
I love that scene. I
remember
love
that guy, too.
He's
Yeah.
so great.
Anyway, he died Sunday in Boise, Idaho. He was 91 years old, Robin.
Gosh.
His grandson, Corey Schenkel, reported his death on Facebook.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. And so Airport led to the Airplane movies, right?
The spoof movies.
Spoof movies.
Yeah, Airplane was a spoof, but Airport, they did like 2 or 3 of them, and they were...
Do you know, I was such a fan of movie soundtracks.
Uh-huh.
I still am. This is crazy, isn't it? And everybody who knows me knows this is true. You know this is true.
It's not crazy.
And so, for example, the Forrest Gump soundtrack. Everybody thinks of the Forrest Gump soundtrack as, you know, the hits from the 50s and 60s, and right?
Yeah.
But mine was the, oh gosh, I can't remember his name now.
Alan Silvestri.
Alan Silvestri stuff, the guy on the piano. Yeah.
Yeah, he's with
There
the
was actually
feather.
2
He's
soundtracks to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so when I was a kid, I went and bought the soundtrack to the movie Airport,
Uh-huh.
the one we were just talking about.
Oh, that was a good one.
And my friend Jimmy McCauley, who is a fire chief up in New York, we call him every September 11th last couple of years. But I remember he came over, he says, only you would buy a soundtrack to a movie. I said, I like soundtracks. I just love soundtracks. And isn't it interesting that it's sort of what we're dabbling in now?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's fun.
The House Judiciary Committee will host a hearing today on software encryption as Apple and the FBI continue the battle over an iPhone connected to the massacre in San Bernardino, California. FBI Director James Comey and Apple counsel Bruce Sewell are expected to testify. In prepared remarks, Sewell says, following through with the FBI's request for Apple to break into the phone of one of the shooters will, quote, weaken the security of our products. Excuse me.
Why is it that the FBI can break into hotel rooms and stuff and put up surveillance cameras and do all of that stuff and haul people down to be, interrogated, but now there's this issue with the cell phone? I mean, go ahead. FBI, crack in there because we got to know where the terrorists are.
Do you think it's going to be like Geraldo Rivera's breaking the safe open? There's going to be nothing in it?
No, I think there's going to be something there.
The hearing comes a day after a federal judge in Brooklyn denied a Department of Justice request for a court order to break into an iPhone in a drug case.
They've always just done it before. I mean, how come they just didn't do it now, dummies?
It's in the news. All right, we got more news plus the Super Tuesday stuff on the other side of the break. We'll take that break right now and be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Lots of sunshine this Tuesday with a high of 79 to 83. Partly cloudy Tuesday night, lows in the mid-50s in a few inland spots, about 61 at the coast. Times of clouds and sunshine and warm for Wednesday, the high 77 to 81. Thursday, more the same. Partly sunny, high 77 to 81. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
WWWOCA, WWWOCA.
Your source for the #1 sports weekends, Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your radio show today. Hope you're enjoying your radio. I love my radio. I love radio. I love riding around the radio. I was listening to Tom yesterday. Tom did that great interview with Tom Schmitz. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did that great interview yesterday with the folks who were against the, well, not really against the vagina monologues, and what was the other one, the burlesque thing?
Yeah, they're against
it. But Tom just did a great interview.
Yeah, he did. It was really good.
I wasn't in the car. I basically listened to the radio in the car, so.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in the car when he spoke to Matthew Wardell, but I guess Matthew brought the other side. But anyway, it was just a great interview and good radio. Love radio.
It was wonderful.
All right, let's see. Astronaut Scott Kelly will return to Earth today.
Oh.
Wrapping up a record-setting 340-day mission.
Wow.
Aboard the International Space Station. Kelly has spent more time in orbit on a single mission than any other U.S. astronaut, but he says, I could go another year if I had to.
Gosh.
Along with 2 Russian cosmonauts, he will ride a Soyuz spacecraft back to Earth and land in the steppes of Kazakhstan. The steppes of Kazakhstan.
Well, he mustn't have a family then. He mustn't have children or a wife if he can spend 340 days up there and then he says he can spend another year. He must be a single guy.
You're focused on that. See, I'm focused on the steppes of Kazakhstan. What does that mean? The steppes. Kelly, who often tweeted about his mission, will undergo extensive studies on how the human body tolerates long bouts in space.
Yeah, there's some women that's going to volunteer for that job.
What? Let's see. Another story. Starting today, 40 weather scientists will fan out across the Southeast, focusing on the Dixie Alley, a region frequently hit by deadly tornadoes.
Gosh.
Known as Vortex SE, an acronym for Verification of the Origins of Rotation in Tornadoes Experiment Southeast. Well, there's a trivia question for you.
Yeah. This is cool.
The project follows in the footsteps of research that began 22 years ago in the tornado alley of the Great Plains and sparked the 1996 movie Twister.
Oh.
Congress allocated $5 million for the effort in 2011 after a tornado outbreak that left hundreds of people dead.
Gosh.
Vortex SE, Verification of the Origins of Rotation in Tornadoes Experiment Southeast.
That's cool.
Vortex.
I love that. I got to look that up because I'm fascinated by that stuff.
A Virginia police officer killed her first day on the job. Remember this sad story?
Yes.
Will be remembered today at a funeral service.
Gee.
She was only 28 years old. Ashley Gwindon is her name. She was on her first shift of the Prince William County, Virginia police force when she was shot after responding to a domestic dispute. She died from her injuries Saturday. Police say Army Sergeant Ronald Hamilton opened fire on Gwindon and 2 other officers as they approached his door in response to a 911 call. Hamilton's wife, Crystal, was found dead inside the home. Hamilton, who police say admitted to the shootings, is being held without bail on murder and other charges.
And that's what happened here at Oak Run when the family called, and that's how Officer Brian Litz died. They came to, for the 911. The family didn't hear from their dad, and they came to the door, and he opened fire and killed him.
Yeah,
awful.
That was sad. Yeah.
Awful.
That was sad. Showers, thunderstorms, and snow will hit the central U.S. today, while another storm slams into the Pacific Northwest. Meanwhile, here we are having beautiful weather.
Gorgeous.
U.S. stock futures were higher today. And I guess tonight, I don't know TV news. Who cares about that stuff? Okay. All right. All right. Let's look at some of this Super Tuesday stuff. Oh, by the way, early voting in Marion County starts Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, early voting starts Saturday.
Well, I think I'm going to go to early voting. I'm not going to ask for absentee ballot.
10 a.m. early voting. Early voting started yesterday in 17 other counties in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Well, Saturday I can't go. It's the Strawberry Festival and the Special Olympics. Got to put it on hold till Sunday.
Secretary of State Ken Detzner of the state of Florida says a lot of people don't want to wait until primary day, and they don't have to. I can report, he says, that early voting started in 17 counties. I don't have the list of the counties, but trust me, it's not Marion County. Marion County begins this Saturday, March 5th at 10 a.m., according to votemarion.org, the Supervisor of Elections office here in Marion County.
There you go. Good job.
All right, now, Super Tuesday is the big gulp moment for any presidential candidate who makes it that far. It's the biggest day of competition in American democracy, except for Election Day itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's super nail-bitey, super expensive, and often super clarifying. The killer and maker of dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You will know tomorrow. Let's see. 5 Republicans are still mixing it up, but all of the bellowing is either by or about Donald Trump. The New York real estate mogul is driving toward the Republican nomination, and his rivals are trying to splatter him with everything they have.
Yeah, well, they do that anyway.
What do you think is the truth about David Duke with him? I just think he didn't know who David Duke was. That's my thinking.
Yeah.
He said something with his earpiece or something. I didn't quite understand that, but I think he didn't want to admit that he doesn't have a clue who David Duke is.
Yeah.
But put it this way. Let me put it in perspective a little bit, if I could. If you are a news talk listener, whether it's to this station or any station, you are eons ahead of most of your fellow Americans as far as being on top of things.
Right.
Especially if your talk station, like WOCA, carries an eclectic group of talk show hosts, not only us local people, but also the national people.
Right, exactly.
You know, if everybody we had on this station had the opinion of Glenn Beck, then you would be pigeonholed into one set of opinion.
Exactly.
One opinion. But the fact that we all have different opinions is healthy. We don't agree with everything the other ones say. And I think that's a good thing as a listener. That's how I like to listen to radio, right?
Yes.
I don't think Donald Trump is a news talk listener. He's also not a politician.
No.
So a politician would know the name David Duke and stay away from it like it was, a hot potato or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And a news talk person, whether you're a listener or even better, a host, would definitely know the David Duke name is. If you're running for office, you better not say you're associated with that guy.
Yeah.
Unless you want to have the following of the Ku Klux Klan crowd.
Yeah.
I just think he didn't know who he was, and he was pretending he knew who he was.
Right, exactly. As we had that story in News Bites yesterday. I mean, he didn't really know who he was, and why should he? He's
wait. So that's what I think.
Yeah, no, you don't need to know who. And besides, those other politicians like Hillary, they're getting a lot of money from the governments overseas to fuel their campaign, and they're keeping that squashed.
On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton, the establishment pick, scored a weekend blowout in South Carolina on Saturday, and she looked strong in many Super Tuesday states and would become an overwhelming favorite for the nomination if she performs to expectations. A surprise could reinvigorate Bernie Sanders, though.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's between Bernie and Trump.
An admitted socialist, but people are supporting him. I think people on the left are just as surprised about Bernie Sanders being supported. I'm sorry, people on the right are surprised that people on the left are supporting Bernie Sanders because of his socialist position, just as people on the left are surprised that people on the right are supporting Donald Trump's position.
Yeah.
I really think so.
But they can't do anything without Congress voting.
And with those two guys, I know. Yeah,
well, yeah.
And those two guys, Donald Trump is from Queens and Bernie Sanders is from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And back in their day, maybe not so today, because today you have a lot of what do you call like the hip young people? What do you call them? Hip young people?
I don't know.
A lot of hip young people moved into Brooklyn because of shows like Friends.
Yes.
That made it popular, and so Brooklyn, the face of Brooklyn changed. But it used to be basically the poor part of the city, and Queens was, the mid to upper. Yeah, I mean it wasn't as wealthy as somebody in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, but Donald Trump grew up in Queens, right? So he started.
Yeah, that's what you told me. You were educating me about him.
So anyway, let's see. Immigration is going to be a big issue. Immigration policy, the swollen U.S. debt, and the uneven spread of wealth, and hard questions about how to approach the Islamic State, terrorism, and civil liberties are all in play for voters. So is the fate of fundamental social policy as the Supreme Court stands ideologically divided. A vacancy may not be filled until after the next president takes office in January. Trump's agenda lacks detail on most fronts and often seems improvised.
Well, the American people want that. They want somebody like that.
There's the Trump supporters do, is what you mean. But there's little doubt about his intended approach on several major party and delegates. Several major matters.
There you go.
He would try to browbeat trading partners and others. And, well, we don't got to read all that. We know that about him. So the score so far is 3-1 for Trump and Clinton. He won in New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. She won in Iowa, Nevada, and South Carolina. Republican Ted Cruz won Iowa. Sanders won New Hampshire. In the Republican delegate race, it's 82 so far for Trump, 17 for Cruz, 16 for Rubio, 6 for John Kasich, and 4 for Ben Carson. In the Democratic race, factoring in the hundreds of superdelegates or party insiders who can support a candidate of their choice, Clinton leads with 544 delegates on the Democrat side, and Sanders has only 85. Wow, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's because of those superdelegates. All right,
exactly.
We'll take a little break. Be right back with Galen. I got a letter I need to read to him from a lady.
I know, it's great.
A Canadian lady. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Voters from Vermont to American Samoa making their Super Tuesday picks. 11 states awarding delegates in each party in the spotlight.
Texas, 155 GOP delegates are up for grabs, more than any other state. Texas Senator Ted Cruz enjoying a home field advantage. Most polls show him ahead of businessman Donald Trump in Texas. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton enjoying double-digit leads in all of the polls over her rival, Senator Bernie Sanders.
Fox's Casey Stiegel. Funeral services today for the officer killed on her first day on the job.
Prince William County, Virginia police officer Ashley Gwindon only about an hour and a half into her first shift when she was shot responding to a domestic violence call.
Fox Radio's Gary Baumgarten and the president meeting with Republican senators today on the Supreme Court vacancy. Fox News, we report, you decide.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm place on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash. I want to be a bike that races around the country. When I grow up, I want to be a on a forest trail. I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch. I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our site at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging, 352-266-0333. Start saving money today and increase your bottom line with Dex Imaging. Printers, copiers, and fax machines that increase office productivity and save you money. No one understands your bottom line better. Call Dex Imaging today, 352-266-0333, or check them out on the web at deximaging.com. That's DEXimaging.com. Or call 352-266-0333 for your free document management evaluation today.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Veterans are the foundation upon which